everybody wants to be more effective as leaders. Everybody talks about like personal development, professional development, kind of sexy at the moment. And it's been sexy since probably like the late 80s, and self-help became more prominent globally. But one of the things that we don't always talk about is that the desire for things to be better is not the same as the desire to make things better. And what I mean by that is lots of people have desires. They don't want to do what it takes to get the outcome that they want. And a key example of this is always in leadership development, inclusion work, because we all want a better outcome, generally, those who are invested in it. But that doesn't mean we all want to do what's required to have a better outcome. And this gets really problematic for organizations when people attend training programs, development programs, workshops, and they walk away with new knowledge, but they use the knowledge or weaponize it that other people should be this way without really doing the work on understanding how they are. And so one of the things that I find problematic, challenging, tension, something I work with when I work with organizations, is understanding that development requires that something happens within me. It's not about the information I give. It's not about the setup. It's about what happens within me. And what happens within me is then the thing that leads to me behaving differently, engaging differently. But what sometimes happens is we read a book, we attend a training, and we walk around and we talk about a concept, something because we cognitively get it, but we haven't actually integrated it into how we behave, how we feel, our understanding, our core concepts, our self-belief, all of that stuff. And so for true development to happen, whether it's personal, professional, leadership, inclusion, doesn't matter. There's always going to be a moment where the knowledge is uncomfortable because the knowledge goes beyond knowing something and therefore being better than others or having information to actually, what am I going to do with this? And at that point, it's uncomfortable. At that point, we'd rather it not be true. At that point, we're more likely to fight, flight, freeze, fawn, the whole shebang. We're more likely to blame, project. But at that moment, the only change that can happen is if we engage with it. And one of the core things, and anyone who's worked with me is fed up with me saying this, I constantly say, I would say something different if the people we're talking about were in the room, but you're in the room. And so I can only talk to you. And so there's no point in me talking about what they should or shouldn't do. I have to focus on what you can and can't do, what's within your grasp, what you have the skill sets to access, what you can develop to strengthen your own internal power, to engage with more of an empowered process and more awareness. And the truth is that we all overestimate how much awareness we have. I'm going to leave that sit with you. Notice the discomfort.